chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them, I invite them to the...
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. This fielded at the 2. And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On first down, Zimmerman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
61, matchbox lights.
Back to throw. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, check.
Now Michel. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, 31 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And some room to work. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On 2nd down, Michelle. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 41-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 2nd down now, Michelle, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michelle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Ready,
So a
ready.
1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. On the ground is Michelle, and he stopped immediately there. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On the ground, Michelle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michelle. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Set. 90, Wolf. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Michelle going to try again. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in. Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across across the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Break. 53 is the mark. Hey, they scared. They scared. Kill. 6-6. Pull it high. Ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Pilot, 64, read. Check.
On 2nd down now. Michelle. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
You draw quarters.
They'll run with Michelle. And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining. As we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield drops it to Jones in the flat. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On third down, here's Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield buying time to his left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Good. 180. 52 right here. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 26. Check 26. 552. Let's go, defense. Real. It's our time. Watch. 80 weapon. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll give it to Chubb. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try again with Chubb. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
Let's go, let's go!
The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mayfield. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
180! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you!
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He finds Beckham complete. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Check 52, come on! Coming! Point it right.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Hey, 133.
And again, it's Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 36, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me. Hey, alert!
On second down, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Joseph is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On the delay, Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They go play action. Mayfield. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Sheldon Rankins able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Michelle. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Got his man. That's Harry. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On play action, they'll throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
49. Check. Slam.
Let's go.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Rivers able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. On 3rd down, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Set, 180. Check 52. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Here we go.
Mayfield on 1st down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Mayfield to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield down. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Down. It's 90, Wolf.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we said?
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Big hold of the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Switch.
Now Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Here's Mayfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
Let's go.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Mayfield now from the 50. And now he'll tuck it and run. Past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
180. Let's go.
Play fake. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
22 yards. And the Browns 1st down.
One last shot from Mayfield here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt